it's looking like both runners are off, starting at Series Station, as we do in all any percent runs. Indeed, any percent, best percent. Agreed. And we're going to see Inno getting to Ridley first here. The runners here are going to want to damage themselves down to 24 health. And then Ridley will fly off, and we will have to escape series. Conversely, an option they could do is to shoot Ridley 100 times, and Ridley will drop the baby Metroid, then pick him up in his feet and fly off, so it doesn't matter. So we're going to guess we're going to see a high 45 from Freyas and a high 45 as well from InNoRush. Oh, and unfortunately a 42 for Freyas, and InNoRush is going to get a 39.06. Very unfortunate. That commentator's curse for the high 45s feels Samus, man. So without any further storyline, we just know that we have to fly to planet Zevis to take on the space pirates in Mother Brain to retrieve the baby Metroid. And along the way, we're gonna kill some bosses to death. Frey's getting a very nice parlor moonfall there and the down back. We do not believe InNoRush uses moonfall, however. Could be wrong. And it does not look like Inno uses moonfall.
Hey, Poplars, can you hear me?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, it sounds like we have been joined by Fruit Bat Salad.
How's it going?
Some call him Dr. Bat Salad, however.
How's it going, everyone? I'm hyped for this race. Looks like we've got any percent. Sorry, I missed a few minutes. Here because of technical problems, but yeah, this should be a really good race.
Well, we are certainly glad to have you here, InNoRush. Jesus. Fruit Bat Salad, we are very glad to have you here. You're not commentating your own race because you're not Inno.
Well, InNoRush is here, but InNoRush is here playing and not commentating. Congratulations, Poplars, by the way, on your victory just a few minutes ago.
Thank you, thank you. We are going to be seeing Freyas do a ledge grab climb, otherwise known as the Behemoth Climb. We do not think Inno does that. We will find out.
Looks like we're getting a right side climb from Inno, so we have competing climb strategies here.
And unfortunately, Frey is taking quite a bit of damage, leaving the room with leaving the climb with meme health, which is going to be very detrimental for Bomb Trizo if they are not able to heal up to full.
Yeah, in that situation, it's always tough to decide, should you take the time to farm up health, or should you just go into the fight anyway and hope for good drops?
And looks like Freyas is entering with 90 health. We do believe they got hit by the particle on the way down, however, so...
Looks like neither of our runners got the BT skip.
That bounty's still available. Oh, and there we see the unfortunate issue you can have if you do not enter BT with full health. Frey is not getting full missiles there, getting some health on top of that.
Nice recovery, though.
Nice little heart missile pattern there from the BT drops on Frey's stream.
And good Alcatraz from everyone. And looks like Freyas and Inno have 5 missiles each, which is really good. So not going to run into any ammo problems there.
And both runners just tanking those green pirates. So definitely nobody going up this race for New Route.
So I was looking at the leaderboard before the race, and it looks like Freyas and Inno have PBs and any percent that are pretty close.
Yeah, we believe Inno might be about, what, 40 seconds behind?
Something like that. I think not even that much. 33 seconds difference, but you know, that's really close in a category like this.
All right, so our runner's about an item fanfare apart at this point.
Nice fast falls.
Oh, and Inno unfortunately missing the mock ball while Freyas manages to get it.
Yeah, and those enemies here, they do a surprisingly large amount of damage. Anytime you take a hit from them here, it can kind of throw some things off in the next few rooms and on the way to Kraid. Just have to keep an eye on that.
Especially those bats; those things do a ridiculous amount of damage. Freyas also getting that nice big ping down back.
Yeah, I think those bats do 50, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, will either of our runners get up in 2? Stay tuned to find out. And yes, Freyas will get the up in 2. So, cup hop.
So we're seeing this difference in their energy right now. I think InNoRush will have some opportunities to get some energy, or just keep an eye on it and, you know, not take any additional hits, unnecessary hits before Kraid. But Freyas is in very good shape with energy.
If InNoRush takes no more damage up to the point of the D-boost to the Ghidorah door at Kraid, he should be able to come out of the D-boost with about 39 energy, if we recall correctly. Ooh. Unfortunately, he is now in health bomb range and has to be careful.
Well, still alive, and there are these enemies coming up that he can farm, and, you know, I think it can be okay.
Freyas with a very nice Kago through the gamer. And Inno indeed farming up that health.
Oh, just getting small health drops though. Killing all three of them, I think that, that was a really good call, but they just gave him small health.
How much damage do key hunters do?
Oh
no!
Oh
no! Oh no! Inno! Not like this!
I don't know what to say. That room is really tough. It is really tough to get through there without taking a hit.
Inno with the very unfortunate death, while Freyas begins the dance of death with Kraid.
Very nice quick kill.
And Inno going to continue to plow forward, which very, very wise decision to not just simply not forfeit at this point. It is any percent, and anything can happen in any percent.
Oh, absolutely. This is a very deadly category. The beginning of the run is scary because you don't have a lot of energy, and then later the enemies just start doing more damage. So it's dangerous from start to finish. So do you think the runners will get the Crady tank?
Yes, we believe they will, because we know Freyas likes to do race safety strats, because as we've seen, it's a very deadly category.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Crady tank.
Very nice mouthball by Freyas.
And that area that Inno died at, it can be kind of a deceptively tough area. Like even besides those key hunters, there's also Mini Kraid does a surprisingly large amount of damage. And then Kraid himself, if you miss the quick kill, the Kraid fight can spiral out of control really fast. So it's kind of a little area of the game that sometimes we forget how deadly it is. All right, so Frey is picking up high jump boots, and they're going to be on their way to speed booster. Inno is on his way to bomb Torizo.
Well, he gets a second chance at the bounty in BT skip. Let's see if he manages to pull it off.
I don't know. I think we'd be able to tell if he was playing on the PAL cartridge by now. Oh, he went. It looked like he was going for the door.
Frey is getting up and over that cack. Very nice. That is not
very nice
to do.
Oh, Frey is
getting the speed missiles.
Well, it's a good safety item. I could see that.
Did they not get the high jump missiles?
We thought they did get them. No, they did get the high jump missiles, but this could just be a little bit of extra safety.
That's fair.
Well, and to be honest, it could be. I'm just going to speculate here. Runners are allowed to watch the stream and see where their opponent is at, and it could be that Frey is sees that they have a good lead and decided to just take a few seconds to get an extra safety item.
Kip, to your question on what happened to InNoRush, unfortunately, he took a death in the party zone to a key hunter.
We're seeing very nice movement from both runners.
Crocovile, the low percent ice runs will be taking place in the tournament for the top 8 runners once the tournament gets there.
Alright, InNoRush just getting revenge on some of those flying enemies who bumped into him the first time.
InNoRush picking up his charge beam.
It's another chance for up and 2. I never go for the up and 2. I don't know. Freya's got it though earlier, so I was impressed, but I never go for it.
Freya's had a really nice jump through the save room as well. That's actually a lot harder to get that jump than you would think, because you have to start the jump from the previous room with your speed echoes.
Yeah, the timing on that's pretty tight. I'm not sure how many frames it is, but it's a tough one. So Freys is coming through here with full super missiles, really nice ammo, nice damage boost.
Nice health as well. About to have a runner high five! Down to 50 energy again. He's gonna have to be a little bit careful. Last time, however, he unfortunately fell into the Yapping Maw and the spikes, which did the most damage.
I think we've all been there before. And here's one of the Vile Plumes. The Yapping Maws and the Vile Plumes, they'll always get you. Oh, nice Kraid quick entry by InNoRush.
Alright, Party Zone round 2, fight! Very nice. Very
flawless.
nice entry.
Flawless.
And Fred's going to take a safety save at Red Tower.
Yeah, I like that save. I think that's, in an any percent race, that's one of the best places that you can possibly save.
Keep in mind, safety saves do take time, though, and unfortunately missing the quick kill. But the saves do take time, which gives a few seconds extra for catching up.
Oh, Kraid blocking the shots with his hand.
Oh no, be careful!
Oh, this is a tough situation because those things aren't going to drop any ammo while you're in the health alarm state. Kraid looks really close to death, though. Okay,
and down he goes, kapop. Unfortunately, Freya goop sparking at the ocean as well. They did pick up the missiles of shame at the moat as well for safety missiles.
I don't call them the missiles of shame. I think you know, those are good missiles for a race. I guess it just depends if you're trying to get them or not. If you get them on purpose, then it's good. But if you get them accidentally, then that's never fun.
Oh, and Freyas gets the beautiful speedball there. So Frey's about to start their fight with Phantoon is going to be looking to do a hybrid pattern of 2 missiles, and an X Factor, followed by 2 more missiles and a super.
Unfortunately, getting a slow pattern from Phantoon, but you can't really control that.
Oh, and unfortunately missing the X Factor. Oh, and that super just missing. Good thing, though, because Phantoon is not enraged now. And it looks like they're going for a backup Doppler.
Meanwhile, I'm going to shout out that was a very nice business center by InNoRush. Poplars, I know you're a big fan of Business Center.
Yes, Business Center is one of our favorite rooms, hands down. It has absolutely beautiful movement tech in it. Alright, and Phantoon down.
So I would guess that we're probably going to see InNoRush skip some of those safety items that Freya's got, the speed booster missiles and the moat missiles, and then I'll be interested to see if InNoRush does a safety save like Freya's did, or if we don't see any safety saves. So Freya's has very nice energy here on their way to the attic. Do you know what strategy Freya's is going to use in the attic? I'm guessing it's going to be an attic spark.
With the health they have, it's more than likely going to be an attic spark. But we do know that they can do the left side attic. So if they happen to bust that out and succeed, that would be extremely hype. And nope, it's looking like they're going for the spark.
Oh, ooh. I don't know how that happened. I thought that enemy would be dead. I guess the power bomb placement must have been just a little bit off. I thought it looked good, though.
Either way, that key hunter said, "Get wrecked, attic spark."
I mean, it's never fun to miss the attic spark, but the one kind of silver lining, the good thing about it is Freyas is left with very nice energy right now, which is going to help set them up for Meridia.
And they get the stutter 3-tap for the bowler spark. Very nice. Well, Inno about to head into Doubles Chamber. Good luck. We hope you don't KO through anything. Ooh, very nice down grab. What was that?
Yeah, Inno went in there with a running start and just went for it. It worked out really well.
Pop! That down grab, was not expecting that at all. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I always take that room like super slow and super careful, but Inno just went for it and it was really good.
Ooh, a very nice fast fall from Inno as well through the spikes.
Yeah, that was a better double chamber than I do in both directions. It was really good.
So health and ammo looking fairly good for Freys. Unfortunately, hitting a crab as I say that, though.
And InNoRush on the way to Fantoon with pretty good energy and ammo. Nice farming there.
Very nice reverse Hellway from Freys as well.
I think we're going to see a high five from the runners pretty soon.
And shoutouts to Sloters97 as Freys picks up their refill.
Yeah, I think Sloters27 is a big fan of that too.
There's a Sloters27?
I don't know how many Sloters there are. There's a bunch of them.
Meanwhile, Frey is about to break the glass tube to Meridia and make their way to the save room. No. They're going to make their way up to Botwoon and Dragon Beyond.
Yeah, InNoRush had a very nice red tower in Hellway, and he's making his way over to Fantoon. I wonder if we might see both of the runners in a boss fight at the same time.
That was really beautiful from Freys. We don't know if they meant to fully extend like that, but we don't think they might have had the height for that if they hadn't, for that door.
So InNoRush there laid the power bomb and killed that little worm enemy to get a power bomb drop. That was it was really cool. It was really quick, but that helps kind of manage the power bomb count going into wreck ship. Frey is missing some of those X Factor particles. I didn't quite see how many of those hit. All right, so Freys is going to finish off Botwoon with charge shots here. I like that. I like that decision. You see that they've got 2 more super missiles, but I like the decision to save 1 or 2. Actually, Botwoon
look at those super drops. What is that?
I was about to say you never know what drops you're going to get from Botwoon, so it's always nice to save a couple of supers just in case you get, you know, poor drops. But those drops were really something.
They hit the lottery on that one. Unfortunately, Enno reloading the room, we think he did a angle up spark on that because we saw him get the moat missiles.
It's funny. I think that Poplar's, you and I keep commenting on like ammo counts because you and I are always obsessing over ammo counts, and some people are probably just, you know, not interested in all the details.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, oh, 4 supers instead of 5 supers. Yeah.
Ammo counts your love. Ammo counts your life.
Yeah, this game is like 90% just keeping track of your ammo, like ammo management, and knowing how many power bombs you need for lower Norfair and how many supers you need after plasma and all that stuff.
So we don't know what strategy InNoRush is going to use here on Fantoon, but we do know that Freys is going to attempt to go for 2 in blue on Dragon.
All right, we're seeing good shine sparks on the left and good X factors on the right.
Oh, kapop. Freya's getting the 2 in blue, having a very amazing Dragon. And unfortunately, Inno missing that last X Factor.
Yeah, Fantoon is very close to death right now.
We'd wager about 1 or 2 more missiles ought to do him in.
All right, there we go. So Freya's here setting up for the reverse halfie.
Oh, unfortunately beefs it. Coliseum Reverse is one of those rooms when it goes wrong, it goes really wrong.
Yeah, I've been there before, but it is really nice that you can just space jump compared to like the first time you go through the room when you don't have space jump yet.
So, speaking of missile counts, once again, Freya's leaving Cack Alley with 9 missiles. That is absolutely fantastic. What you want to have when you leave, as you're leaving Meridia, you want to have at minimum 4 when you leave Cack Alley. And that will get you from Meridia to the Metal Pirates and Lower Norfair.
All right, let's see. InNoRush is setting up for Attic. Oh, that spark that falls from the ceiling that's just the worst thing in the game. When that spark decides to hit you and mess you up, it's gonna hit you more than once.
So if you get hit by that spark and you wait for it to drop again, you can reset up the spark and get it without getting wrecked by the spark.
So I know the next thing Freyas is going to be looking for is a couple of power bomb drops, but there's some crabs between here and Norfair that crabs have a 60% chance each of dropping a power bomb. So I think they'll be fine, but ideally you want to get a couple more power bombs on the way.
There's the shout outs to Kojak, by the way.
Well, when you've got that many super missiles, you can afford to do a shout out to Kojak.
But yeah, there's also the blue fuzzy butts, or the blue fuzzy butts just before Lower Norfair that will be able to give Freys the power bombs they need. Because when you go into Lower Norfair, ammo counts. When you go to Lower Norfair, you do need a minimum of 4 if you're not planning on doing fast pillars. If you're planning on doing fast pillars, you only need 3.
I think we heard a little audio glitch there from InNoRush's stream. I'm not really sure why the game does that. Sometimes when you fire a shot and some other sound is trying to play at the same time, it does kind of a weird sound.
Laser doors are best doors.
Yeah. That's a nice speedball by Freyas.
Freya's health looking really, really good, too. Like, with the health they have, they'll be able to skip the Nutella refill.
Yeah, although skipping that refill station is it's actually kind of difficult to skip it sometimes. You know, it's very easy to just accidentally run into it.
Dipmuk, yes you did. The ridiculousness that you missed was, unfortunately, Inno took a death in the party zone. Oh no! Freya's with the cardinal sin of arm pumping down a hill.
Yeah, some hills you can arm pump down, but that's not one of them. Although I think what's even worse is when you accidentally fire a shot and you freeze one of those enemies in front of you in that Croc Speedway.
It's the worst when it's the one just after all the crumble blocks, too. It's like the last possible pirate you could freeze.
Yeah, that crumble block bridge. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Inno getting the nice door transition there. And Freya's coming into Lower Norfair with 5 power bombs, so they are going to be more than adequately prepared for this trek through the area with the best music.
And that 30 missiles is going to come in handy later in Torian. Having a lot of ammo is really nice. So we're about to see InNoRush take on InBoon, and he's already got power bombs equipped, so I think we're going to see another X Factor.
And Freya's getting fast pillars. Kapop. Inno hitting with all 4 particles there on the X Factor, which means he needs 6 more supers to land, and InBoon will be dead.
Alright, so InBoon gave good drops to Freya's. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Good drops. So Freya's is in what I think is my favorite part of the speedrun. Lower Norfair is just so much fun. Every room here, every room just has really interesting tech. And, oh, taking a safety save. I like that.
Well, looks like InNoRush is taking the short charge, setting up for the full halfie.
Unfortunately, accidental Shine Spark. I think that was accidental Shine Spark on the way up. Not bad, though. I mean, it's still not as bad as, like, falling back down. So InNoRush working on his 3rd boss, and Freya's is on their way to their 4th boss. So we're going to see, I guess, Dragon and Ridley at the same time.
We'll see what sort of kill, which it's going to be the speed kill for Dragon on InNoRush, but we'll see if he goes for 2 in blue as well.
Did you see Freya's get hit by that bug through the doorway? That bug was like trying to come into the room with Freya's.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that. It was the bug just wanted to come in here.
The bug wanted some cuddles.
Yeah, wanted to hang out with Ridley.
So with the current beam combo Freya's has, it'll be 20 charged iced charge combos from the... Words are hard tonight.
I think you're saying 20 charge shots with the combination of beams that they've got.
Yes, thank you.
Look at how much energy InNoRush has here. That's really nice energy to have.
Holy moly, all that energy with a blue suit, too. Freya's going to pick up that 5th safety E-Tank there, which is going to allow them to be fairly aggressive in Lower Norfair.
Oh yeah, Freya's has got full energy and full ammo on all 3 types of ammo. Nice reverse halfie by InNoRush.
No, Mook. Charge Ice Plasma Plasma. And Freya's gonna go for the speedball here. Gets it. Very nice.
I love that trick. It's so much fun.
Opting to not use a power bomb to clear those blocks out. And we're looking at E-Tank number 6 here for Freya's.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, let's see if they get the damage boost off of this Fire Flea.
Oh, and unfortunately missing the damage boost. If Freya's were to get one more E-Tank, they'd be able to go for stand-up.
Oh, that was a nice super shot by InNoRush, shooting the top of the toilet there without losing any speed.
Freya's playing really, really safe here with the 3 Musketeers, despite the almost 6 full energy tanks. Oh, and Freya's unfortunately bonking those 2 little platforms there, slowing down their momentum.
Killing King Kakatak one last time. I guess you get to kill. You kill. How many times do you kill King Kakatak? 3 times, I think.
There's the on your way up to speed is 1, and then we tend to shoot him on our way to wave just to show who's boss, and then on the way back from Lower Norfair. So it's really only 2.
Well, no. After you get wave beam, you do kill.
Oh, you're right.
Kakatak, so I think it is 3. I wonder which enemy is killed the most number of times in a single run. Like, if you kill that Kakatak 3 times, and you kill Mini Kraid twice, you know, like, is there an enemy that you kill 4 times or 5 times? Like, what's the most?
Kraid.
Kraid? You kill Kraid the most times in a single run? I guess
Maybe
you fight
the animals.
I guess you fight Ridley twice. You don't really kill Ridley twice, but you fight Ridley twice.
Freya's giving shout-outs to the antinomy fish there. So Inno only having 2 power bombs going down to Lower Norfair. He's kind of setting himself up for power bombs of shame here, unless he gets a drop.
Entering with 2, does that make the power bombs of shame mandatory?
Yes, it does, because he's gonna have to get fast pillars, and then there's going to be the power bombs that you drop to get to the fast pillar setup. Those require power bombs.
Yeah,
and then there's going to be the orange door before Wasteland, and then Wasteland requires power bombs as well.
Well, okay.
Because if you don't come in with 4, you have to do fast pillars. Unless...
Yeah, I guess what was throwing me off is that when you're in the setup for fast pillars, that room you usually get 2 of them dropped from those little enemies.
That, or we're having a fundamental misunderstanding of the ammo management here.
So like right now he's got 2, and he's going to use 1 at the bottom of the vertical key hunter shaft, and 1 in Wasteland, right?
Yes.
So I think it's working out okay. Yeah, counting is hard. Numbers are hard.
Counting is really hard because we were of the impression for the past 9 months that if you came into Lower Norfair with less than 4, you were basically required to get the power bombs of shame.
I guess it depends if you're getting fast pillars or not, but you have to remember that you get those 2 drops before fast pillars.
That's very true.
Numbers are hard. I'm kind of exhausted today, so I can't I can't math.
But you're a math teacher.
You're not supposed to reveal that. We're dealing with big numbers here, like 2 and 4.
Alright, so Freya's unfortunately getting grabbed here in Torian. They have more than enough ammo with the reds that they had, plus a full complement of 10 supers, so they are fine on ammo.
Oh, I like what Freya said in chat there. Math starts when the numbers disappear. Yeah. Numbers are just arithmetic. Real math is other stuff.
Well, meanwhile, Inno's starting his fight with Ridley, going to need to count to higher than 2 and get to 20. So we'll see if he's able to do that. But we're willing to bet he's going to accomplish that, no problem.
Doing a couple of bomb clusters there. So I'm guessing that we're going to see Freya's do a safety save before Mother Brain, based on the safety saves they've been doing.
We're getting a small kick out of just how safe they're being, because they opened the door with reds and had 25-10 and still took the missile refill. However, on that note, with the last race they had, we do not blame them at all, considering they soft-locked at Mother Brain 1. Hopefully that does not happen this time.
You know what? I saw that, and in that race, they got really bad drops, like really bad drop luck in the Metroid rooms. So, yeah, that was rough.
And Inno defeating Ridley, proving that he can indeed count to 20.
Nice Zebetite skip by Freyas.
And Mother Brain 1 down.
Oh, using up some of those extra missiles. taking out some aggression on Mother Brain.
And Freya's about to have to prove that they can count to 20 a second time on Mother Brain, because it's going to be the same number to take down Mother Brain as was Ridley. Apparently, Freya's had lost count around 5. Looks like they ate a ketchup bean to the face.
Well, with that many E-tanks, you're able to do that.
Plus, they had the safety save, so there was no real danger there. Alright, InNoRush making his way out of Lower Norfair on the escape.
So we're going to hear that alarm sound just a little bit longer, but... Oh, go ahead. Were you going to say something?
Oh, we were just replying to Freya's in chat.
We should mention that InNoRush is having a very solid run after the... I mean, there was the unfortunate death about 10 minutes in, but like from that point onward, from that restarting, everything's been really solid.
Oh, indeed. The fact that he's at 52 minutes after losing 10 minutes right now, he like, that's just absolutely amazing. Like, he's got all bosses down at 52 minutes with the death about, what, 10 minutes in, was it?
Yeah, so I mean, he's on his way to Mother Brain right now. Mother Brain was just throwing one more set of onion rings at Freya's, but looks like Mother Brain is gone. For anyone who doesn't know, the attacks from Mother Brain, they're all food items. Maybe we should have said that earlier, but there's onion rings, there's ketchup, French fries,
and meatballs.
Yeah, meatballs. I've heard some people call them tater tots, but those little bombs that fall on the ground and explode.
Also, we have an emergency in Franker Z and or Magoo, so let's get those animals out for Freya's as they begin their escape.
So are we going to see an animal save?
Ooh.
Or maybe taunting the animals. I could go for that.
I think Freya's should save the animals, honestly. That's just my opinion.
That first Shine Spark was kind of a dud. Alright, there we go. Alright, so those... Oh, look at this. Are we both going to be by the ship around the same time? Pretty close.
And down they go into the animals. We'll see if they get the swag spark. Oh, unfortunately, bonking the door.
Oh, no. That is a very swag Shine Spark. All right,
right.
and it looks like Freyas has donned in the SRL channel and has finished officially in first place with a time of 54:53.
GG to Freyas, and you know what, y'all, with all the safeties they took, that is an absolutely amazing time. We feel like if they hadn't taken the saves or the extra missiles, they probably would have had a sizable PB.
Oh, yeah. So that was, I think, 3 safety saves and, what, 2 extra missile packs?
There was the
and
moat
extra
missile.
E-tanks, too.
Yeah, and the extra E-tanks. Geez, they even went down to Fire Flea.
Yeah, that one takes a little while. Although, I mean, I can understand why. There's no reason not to. When you're in a race and you want some extra safety, and we saw, you know, that Mother Brain did hit them with some catch-up, and having the extra E-tanks is nice.
Right, so InNoRush, I almost called him Deer Force for getting so close to Deer Force. So InNoRush,
it's been a long day.
starting his trek into Torian.
All right, InNo's ammo is in good shape for Mother Brain. So we'll see if he goes for Baby Skip or is he just going to damage down? No, it looks like he's setting up for it. Setting up for Skip.
We don't think we've seen InNoRush do Baby Skip. We can't remember if he does. No, we're about to find out.
It's a good setup.
And InNoRush answering all of our questions and getting the Baby Skip. Kapop, good job.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Special thanks to Dan Osen. And a very clean Mother Brain 1 from InNoRush. And let's get those Deer Forces out in chat for Freyas.
That was a very clean Mother Brain too. It was damageless, I think. I see InNoRush in the chat saying the hardest trick in the game is not forfeiting after a death. It's unfortunate. I mean, it can, in any percent, it can happen to you almost anywhere. Super Metroid will try to kill you at any opportunity. and you're never really safe.
Sometimes it won't try. Sometimes it simply will.
Yeah.
But GG definitely for InNoRush sticking it out. We don't think that's something we could have done if we died like that.
And he put together a perfectly good run. It's just that you know, other than the one death, everything else was really good.
Get those baby thumps out and ready in chat, whether we have them or not, because unfortunately, the baby's taken one for the team. That is an absolutely amazing emote, FBS.
Now, will Inno pay a visit to the animals or not? Personally, I skip them. I skip the animals. I just leave them and just assume that they can fend for themselves.
I mean, they got in there, right? Like, they should be able to get out on their own.
Yeah, and if you think about where they came from, you know, because you see them in other parts of the world, they traveled pretty far to get there. They got so close to the Criteria landing site. I mean, they can make it the rest of the way themselves.
The big question is how did the Decora free itself? Or the Edecoons, because we see them when they do the wall jumps, the Edecoons, they always fall back down the pit, but then the Decora, when it does the Shine Spark, is never able to make it out of the pit.
That's true. I guess when the planet started shaking, they felt motivated to escape and, you know, make their way out. Looks like we're paying a visit to the animals.
Are we gonna get... Ooh, more laser doors. Perhaps we get debated here. Will he really go save them?
We're going in.
And unfortunately, no swag spark out of InNoRush. One final goop spark to end it all.
Yeah, I thought InNoRush was deciding that he doesn't need the ship. He's just gonna shine spark off of the planet.
GG to InNoRush, who's finished in second place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 20 seconds, which is an absolutely amazing time considering the death that he took so early on.
Yeah, that death, I think, was right around the 10-minute mark, so this is a really nice time.
So if you take that minute out, Inno ran a 53:19.
Yeah, and if you take some of the safety items out of Freyas' run, I think they ran, you know, something kind of equivalent to a 53 also. It's hard to say. But GG to both runners.
GG indeed.
Yeah, everyone follow these runners. I think we can put these links in the chat. So I missed the first few minutes of this race, but you know, I just want to say I'm a big fan of both these runners' channels. So go follow them, FreyasSpirit and InNoRush. They put together really good runs tonight.
Yes, and make sure you give my co-commentator Dr. Bat Salad a follow.
I don't stream that much. Go follow Poplars instead.
Word has it, he's a doctor of bat salads.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Poplars, congratulations on your win earlier, and congratulations to Freyas for the win.
And GG on your race as well earlier today, FBS.
Yeah, I apologize if I was kind of tired during this commentary. I think that kind of wiped me out earlier. It's been a big Super Metroid day for all of us.
Indeed it has. So we're going to go ahead and stick around for the Deer Force, and while we're waiting on that, don't forget to follow those runners, follow yourselves, follow Feasel and his uncle's cat Humphreys.
And most importantly, you're supposed to finish here. Most importantly,
follow your hearts.
Follow your hearts. So we could check and see what races we've got coming up here for the Super Metroid tournament. I think we've got a couple of other races still going on right now. So yeah, it's a busy night for Super Metroid.
Looks like BPS and Rumble was going on alongside this one. We're seeing Feral and J-Ro at 9 p.m., which was like, oh my gosh, it's 9:56.
Yeah, so maybe everybody's already been watching those. Maybe you've been watching all of them together on a multi-Twitch, because we had, I guess, overlapping 3 different matches. But we've also got some good matches on the lineup tomorrow. It looks like at noon we have Hero versus Lenophis, and that's at 12 o'clock. Well, I guess Eastern, but we have to consider daylight savings. But 12 o'clock Eastern is that one. 3 o'clock Eastern, we've got Fuzda versus Antinomy, or should I say Andrew versus Antinomy. 5 o'clock tomorrow, we've got Toasty Muffins versus Nintailor. So, don't want to miss those matches.
And let's make sure to get Deer Forces in chat for InNoRush as well. Thank you once again, everybody who tuned in. We are Poplars, and we will see you next mission.
Yeah, and I'm Fruit Bat Salad, and thank you everyone for watching, and GG again to Freyas and InNoRush, and I will see you next time.